I mean, their pitching is so good. At the end, Yohan Duran with that fastball at 102, with that curveball, as good of a curveball as there is in baseball, and then the splinker, that hybrid splitter sinker that's at 98 and just dropping out of nowhere. I don't know how you hit the guy, X.
No, I don't know either. That's why I'm sitting here with you. Sonny Gray set the tone today for me, and his ability to go out there and be able to command the strike zone, for me, be able to keep the Blue Jays hitters off balance, he's the one that kept the momentum going into the bullpen later on today.
Let's just say this. It had been 19 years since the Minnesota Twins had won a playoff game. It had been more than 20 years since the Minnesota Twins had won a playoff series. And here they are about to face off against the Houston Astros.
I mean, and that is the thing. That is the story. They hadn't had that win in 18 years, and now we're talking about them moving on. This is game 2. They broke that 18-game postseason losing streak yesterday. Now taking the series, Jose Barrios on the mound against his former team. And let's not be twisted here. He was great. He had 5 strikeouts through 4 innings and only 47 pitches.
The slurve was working, that two-seamer running back inside, that front door two-seamer, he was nasty.
Against Royce Lewis, and Royce Lewis is a danger because yesterday the rookie hit a couple of home runs. Here, they walk him, and that would end the day for Barrios.
Yeah, great at bat there. Obviously, the decision-making, you can always question it. Barrios had started great. You move into that second time through the order now, maybe giving him a different look was Snyder's idea to bring in Kikuchi in this spot.
And against Carlos Correa, after an infield single and a walk, you've got this. The bases loaded. Correa, an absolutely massive series. 1 run comes in. That's the 60th career RBI in the playoffs, and the Twins have a 2-0 lead after the 4th. Top of the 5th, still 2-0. Bo Bichette up with 2 runners in scoring position. This is absolutely in scoring position. Runners on has been a theme for the Blue Jays in this series, but you cannot do this if you're Vladimir Guerrero.
No, Vladdy got picked off here, and this is the worst timing too. A 3-2 pitch to Bo Bichette after even fighting it off. This was a timing play, 1001, 1002. You break to the bag for Correa. That's when Sonny Gray comes around and turns and throws. And they had the perfect timing play right there. Vladdy was getting off way too much even pitches before that.
That's Little League stuff right there. That is Little League stuff to get back picked like that.
We go to the 6th. Blue Jays still down 2-0. Bases loaded for Matt Chapman. And it's a double play to end the inning. Again, runners stranded.
I mean, one swing earlier, Matt Chapman hooked one about a foot foul down the left field line, then the double play, just a killer.
How about this? Did you realize that Griffin Jax and Kevin Biggio play football?
Well, it's about Jackson going to
block the shoulder and
make the play. Didn't realize he was going to get a forearm shiver.
My Lord.
A little shaken up there, but glad to make the play and get the out. You see it again here. Biggio just not going to stop when the train is on the tracks, it ain't stopping.
Absolutely trucked him. It was 2-0. Look at the hits. Plenty of hits. You mentioned Duran. He came out, wasn't sure he was feeling it. They took an injury timeout to take a look at him. I can honestly say what we saw from him is not what I expected after watching this.
I mean, it looks like a fingernail that they're looking at.
Right, maybe a blister fingernail at that time, but...
And then out there on the mound, he was electric.
It didn't affect him at all. He was throwing 101. You mentioned the nasty split. They didn't have a chance at that point, Jeff.
All of the postseason losing streaks have come to an end for the Twins. So the Twins pitching in these wild card series, you take a look at it, they got 7 1/3 innings out of the bullpen and a couple solid starts from their starters.
It was just, coming into this series, we talked about how good the Twins pitching is. The best in the American League this year. And I don't think people realized it. Just the depth in their bullpen. The fact that they can go Varland and Thielbar. Brock Stewart was absolutely unhittable. Pagan, Jax, Duran. Awesome.
And I realize what you said earlier is absolutely true. Like, no one was talking about them before. They should have been, but this is a team that you don't really want to see in the postseason. Another team that you may not want to see.